Hello. So this week I made a comic strip about the fact that at least I do, if I say something spontaneous and someone doesn't completely hear it and asks if I can repeat it, then I stutter a lot while repeating it. And it's just, I don't know, I wanted to make a comic strip about a relatable thing again. Because I think it's relatable, right? That you say something spontaneous and the person says what, and then you want to say it again with the same energy, but then you stutter a lot because you get self-conscious. Yeah. Okay, bye. um, so yeah, I was just thinking about that little bit, and I started to write down moments where I stutter a lot and moments where I don't stutter as much or don't stutter at all. And I thought it was interesting to say them. So the moments where I stutter a lot, and please let me know in the comments if this is relatable for you, like if this is similar or if this is different, because I think it's an interesting thing. I stutter the most when I am enthusiastic and I want to tell a story, when I'm angry, when I have to repeat something, when someone is far away from me, so I have to speak loud, and when I'm in a loud environment, so I have to speak loud, when I have to answer the door for some reason, when a stranger approaches me, usually, and usually when I'm on a phone call, and when I am quoting someone, so when I am saying something that someone else said, and I didn't actually realize this myself, but my friend said this. He said, "Yeah, you always stutter more when you." Whoa, I'm doing it right now. Okay, this is a perfect example. So, yeah, He said when you are quoting someone else, you stutter more, and I was just doing that, and I started stuttering more. So it's true. And when I have to say fixed phrases, like when there's pressure to say specific things, like when I'm recording a voiceover, when I'm saying thank you, or I want to say thank you, and when I'm introducing myself, or saying my date of birth, and stuff like that. And just moments where there is pressure and when I feel it coming that I have to speak. So let me know if that's relatable for you and if you have other examples where you stutter the most. And then in what situations do I stutter the least? It's when I say something spontaneously. And in this video, I'm not stuttering much because I'm just spontaneously speaking. I didn't really prepare any of the specific things I'm saying right now, so that's why I'm talking fluently. When I talk to a therapist, usually, or like someone who, I don't know, someone with the same kind of role. I also had it when I was having talks with my teachers in high school. Like I remember I was hiding my stutter in high school for a while, and then I wanted to tell a teacher about it because I wanted help. And when I was talking to him about it, I didn't stutter even once, of course. So yeah, that. Um, so also when I talk about stuttering, I don't stutter that much because I can be open about it, and it's expected that I stutter, so then I don't stutter. That's how it works. When I just opened up to someone, or when I'm opening up in the conversation, after I cried, this is something I noticed as well. It's also about opening up and releasing tension, I guess, and being okay with whatever happens anyway, because people just saw you cry. Yeah, it's when I cry in front of people. After I cry in front of people, then I stutter less, I think. It doesn't really count if I cried on my own. This is getting a bit sad. After I get out of my comfort zone, I stutter less because then I just feel like, whoa, I can do anything. And I don't feel like hiding myself anymore because I just did that scary thing. And I do think I stutter a bit less when I am with friends who stutter, but it doesn't always work this way because sometimes I kind of. It can also mean that I stutter more when I'm with friends who stutter because then I feel their tension, or I don't know. It depends. And for some reason, I don't stutter as much when I call customer service. I think because, or like when I ask questions in a store, because I think I'm not afraid to stutter in front of them because I know they have to treat me nicely because they work there. And if they are mean, then I can say something about it. Um, so I expect them to be kind of patient. And especially if it's customer service on the phone, they are usually patient. So because they have to do that a lot. And I don't stutter as much when I talk to a baby or a pet. As long as the child can't talk yet, then I don't stutter when talking to them. But if they start talking, then I will also stutter. Then I will stutter. And when I approach a stranger, I don't stutter as much. When a stranger approaches me, then I do stutter, but the other way around, I guess I feel more in control, and it's also because I just got out of my comfort zone. Then I don't feel like I have to hide as much anymore because I just got out of that hiding by going out of my comfort zone, and then I feel in that flow. I'm just trying to make sense of it, but so I try to figure out what this means, like what do all the things in each category have in common. And I think in the first category where I stutter, like the situations where I stutter more, all of them are kind of situations where I feel like something is expected from me, like I have to be a certain way. And when I feel a lot or have to speak loud, yeah, those kind of things don't really match with that. I guess when I feel a lot of tension, yeah. So when I feel a lot of tension and when I feel something is expected from me or I'm expecting something of myself, then I stutter a lot. And then when I don't stutter, I guess it's the opposite. I don't expect anything from myself. I can just be myself, and I'm opening up a lot in all of those situations. So yeah, I think that's interesting because then, well, it's just interesting to write these things down and then understand a bit more about how my brain works and why I talk the way I do in certain situations. And maybe I can use this to make myself more comfortable in more difficult situations, like expect less from myself. I'm not sure how to do that yet, but if I do, I will let you know. So, yeah, I think it is pretty interesting to write this down about yourself, like the situations where you stutter a lot and the situations where you don't stutter a lot. It could also be specific people, by the way, but I didn't want to write that down because those people don't mean anything to you. But yeah, if you also do this, please let me know because I'm curious if this is similar for other people who stutter. So maybe try this out and write in the comments if there are different situations where you stutter more or less in and why you think that is. And yeah, that was the video for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you probably next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.